your Cameroonian princess.
Coming up this week on the Afro Journal.
I bet.
I was just gonna say probably at the start of this episode, just put the disclaimer: violence will be chosen.
Finesse. If I broke, now my business. Yo, Afro Journal family, welcome back to another episode where we aim to bridge the gap between the African diaspora and the continent through open dialogue, shared experiences, and good vibes. Today we have another
Banga.
You already know.
Another banger.
You guys already see that today's energy is going to be different. But before we get too far, is your toasted caramel, your vintage chocolates. Funny enough, the person that actually gave you the nickname Toasted Caramels on this episode, but we'll introduce her later. Chisom, AJ Kevin, Jeremiah Okafor.
It's your boy. Your extra luggage. Your extra dancer. Your supreme dancer.
I don't know about that one.
I'm a dancer today. I don't know if you guys knew this already. I'm a dancer. Alright. Your boy is Peter Ikechuki Chibuzo Aliogo Jr. Call me Dancer Pirero.
Where's this dancing coming from, fam?
Word. We have a dancer in the house, so I have to show that I'm a dancer as well.
I actually have three. Three dancers.
Actually,
I didn't say anyone's name, so whoever is the dancer is, you know yourself.
I'm just making sure.
I mean, it's more like 2.5, but anyway, moving on.
Oh, who's that?
It's you.
That's crazy.
Nah,
that's why
I know you're not talking about me.
That's crazy. And it's your favorite host, the greenest flag on this podcast today.
Not really.
Your chocolate glazed donut. Wow.
That donut is looking fucking dry.
Well, it's moisturized like me. So come at me.
Nah. That is.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
that was actually.
I wasn't gonna lie. Below your donut kind of looks like it needs some chapstick. I'm sorry.
No. But that is supposed to be the cake donut is best when it's like that. Y'all need to stop coming for
whitewashed.
I'm just saying. I'm not seeing any glaze on that
whitewashed. Wow.
Yeah.
Not a white
Damn, man.
But guys, you already see this battle. This episode is going to be something else. We don't know the direction this episode is going to go, but we'll land somewhere. That's the bottom line. You already see we have very special people here. One of them is a returning guest, so I'll allow her to introduce herself first, and then we'll get the new special guest.
Period. Hey you guys. Thanks for the welcome back. As you know, my name is Malahni, but I also go by African. Also, your Cameroonian princess.
Okay, vocal.
Feel me?
We can also be a K-pop group at this point. We have the dancer, we have the rapper, we have the singer.
The thing is that all three of them is one person. That's the issue that we're having. So we're not really going to be much of a group.
I mean, you guys already know who the dancer is. Dancer Pirero. That's all I have to say.
I know, and we know who it's not.
Yeah, Peter is a weak link.
Does this episode involve delusions? Because if so, he's fitting the thing.
It's okay. It's fine.
That's what I have to say.
It's alright. This is what it is, guys. We're coming with some heat today. But hey, guys, you already see some Nigerian energy here. But I'll allow my guy introduce himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
yes,
theys and thems of all ages and sizes.
Real so.
It's your boy, your KYNG King of Vibes, your maestro of madness, your chief executive officer of enjoyment.
Officer.
Wow.
Yes. It's your boy, Ayman Oluwadamilare Olaoluwa Lawal, aka Dami boy for the girl them.
The guy wrote the paragraph.
He
wrote a paragraph.
Nah.
That's a paragraph right there.
That was it. That was fire.
Oh my God.
I'll hand it to you.
No, that was something
he came prepared. What? I feel like you was reading off of a notebook. Like, did you make flashcards for your intro?
I've been rehearsing that intro since the very first episode of Afro Journal.
I can tell.
Don't even.
Honestly, like we have our top fans on this episode right now. Dami is our number one fan officially.
For sure.
Like if you are part of Afro Journal, you know that Dami is already part of this game.
Every time.
Of course, you know Malahni. Malahni has been a day one. Pretty much there since day one. So hey, guys, today We have the Maestro of Madness here. We have the Cameroonian Princess here. So you know that this episode is going to be vibes. We're going to be talking about some hot topics. Some controversial ones. People have their boxing gloves ready. So let's get into it real quick. All right. So we'll start with this. Right?
Okay.
Just to set the tone. We're going to be talking a bit about relationships. So the first question, guys.
Since we're all young people, you know.
We're all young people. We're
looking for our husband, our wifey.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
All right. So let me just start with this. We can just start hot straight up, right? Peter.
Okay.
I'm asking you directly. Right
Hey,
now.
I'm a dancer. Call me dancer, period.
No.
Peter, you're not a dancer. I'm not going to dance on the podcast. I can't lie.
I've been dancing this whole episode. I'm going to dance this whole episode. You're going to see my head move this whole episode.
We'll
do
see.
it. Do it.
So
Yeah,
everybody
we'll
record
I'm
him in
gonna
Puerto
stop.
Rico
All right.
and then post the clip here later.
All right. So we'll talk about relationships first, right? And the first question I have for Peter directly. Peter, would you allow your wife to go to the club with her girls?
100% yes.
Mm.
Peter, don't cap. Don't cap.
Okay. That's why it's
You're lucky I'm not bringing cap.
Hey! Oh my
It's
God.
the same conservative Peter that we know and love.
Nah. Let me just say this. Shout out
Say
to
this.
my wife.
Shout out to
Do
the
whatever you want.
wife. Yeah.
My wife don't go to club. She don't be club person. That's all I have to say.
All right, that's Peter's short answer. So your answer is no. All right, Dami, mention.
She be dancing like me in this chair right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
What
So
about
the
you?
question is, would I let my wife go to the club with her girls?
With her girls, without you, fam, you're not there.
Okay. I will let her go with her home girls. I won't let her go with her friends. If they are not home girls,
that's
they
a good
cannot
one.
go.
Explain.
That's
What's
the
the difference? Yeah. What's the
Explain.
difference?
Because with the home girls, there's that extra layer of security. They can let her run mad, but not run too mad. The friends, the friends,
The
they'll
friends
just
will
let
be
her
happy
run mad regardless.
Okay.
You feel me? They
feel
just
you.
let her run mad regardless. So no,
Wow.
if it's with the home girls, of course, no Allah, it's all good.
Dami, you need your Nigerian passport revoked. I'm just keeping track. So answer your own. What's your own?
For me, my short answer is it depends on the kind of club, first of all.
Revoked! Revoked! You guys are not true Nigerians here. I'm the only one that's acted up right now. Say my truth with my
The
chest.
kind of club, there's different levels of clubs, there are different grades of clubs.
And now,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. Like, if she's going to like Afrobeats club to go and do some shaku, I'm like, baby, go there and teach those niggas how to dance.
I mean, wait. Let me just say this. There's
Peter,
this
no. You already
Peter,
answered.
no,
You already
you can't
answered.
stay
You're done.
yourself
You're
here.
done.
Okay. There's an agenda. Propaganda. I'm just telling you guys right now. This propaganda right now that they are putting against me.
Oh, that you're the
Just
one.
be
You're
prepared.
the one. who's
You're the one that
propaganda
answered your
like
question
me.
yourself.
Thank you.
They are making assumptions already. I wanted to explain myself. They are making assumptions.
No, you have the opportunity
You
to explain
explain
yourself.
yourself.
We're just going around first.
No
So
worry,
that's
no
what I'm
worry.
saying. So for me, it depends on the kind of club. There are some certain kind of clubs, honestly, I'll be like, baby, we can't be doing this, fam. You get me? Like, I understand, why it's 2022, niggas are not meant to be misogynistic anymore. Did I say that word right? It's alright. We'll move. But I'm like, baby, you can't do this to me, fam. So yeah, it depends on the layer of club. Depends. All right. So let me get the ladies' responses real quick. They are short answers, right? Would you want your husband to let you go, and would you let your boy or your husband go to the club with his boys?
Do you want the dancer to answer this one?
Malahni, you can take it away.
The easy answer is I'm going to go. However, I agree. It's like certain clubs that I generally don't want to go to, even as a single person, because there's just like kinds of people that are there and like the things that they expect from you. I don't want that. But if it's a club or like a social situation where they're playing Afrobeats and it's literally like circles of dancers, nobody's concerned about making any problems. They're all just dancing. It's really just vibes. So it's really all about the setting. And would I expect my man to go out to the club? I think it's the same thing. Like there's the place where you go, you do your Afrobeats thing, and honestly, if you go, I can go with you, and I'm probably better than you anyway.
Nah, no one. You're not there. You are not there.
I'm talking about going with.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, there's different settings. So, like, if it's like an Afrobeats, it's gonna be all dancers, guys, girls, everything. Everybody's gonna be dancing together anyway. But if it's another kind of club where they're playing like hip hop music and they're dropping that blah blah blah, no.
No. Okay.
She
Absolutely.
said
not.
if they are playing Megan and Doja Cat, don't even
No.
do that.
No.
You said no.
No.
Megan.
No.
That's Malahni short answer. But what about you, real quick? What about you?
I'm out.
Oh.
I'm in there. Regardless of what
Of
type
course.
of club it is, your girl likes to have fun. Your girl likes to shake ass.
Even when you're married.
Was
Even
there
when I'm
any
married, who
surprise?
the
But let's shake that.
Control
Oh, I was
me.
about to say something bad. Sorry. I was about to say something bad.
Don't do it.
If you guys know, I was about to say something bad.
Get it to your chest.
La. It was
Like
just-
ice water. Cool down.
I've been dancing for so long. I needed
You need
to hype up the
Yeah.
energy a little bit.
But like I said, I do not care. Like, it can be an Afrobeat club, it can be a hip hop club, it can be whatever type of music club. I'm in
Yeah.
there. I'm there to have fun with my girls.
Okay. Would you let your man go
I will let my man go.
to any kind of club?
Okay.
It doesn't matter with his boys without you.
Bro, if my husband, there's trust there, so I trust him to be able to go have fun with his boys, because at the end of the day, like, we're a pair, but you can do you and I'm gonna do me. We don't gotta be with each other 24/7. Go have fun with your boys. I'm gonna go have fun with my girls. Period.
Right.
How do boys have fun?
Tell
though?
it to
Right. Yeah.
Metro of madness. How do boys have fun? Like, let's break that down. Because for me, I'm just like, there's a level of fun that we have, and then there's like when boys go to the club, right? We said this before, right? We don't necessarily go
Right.
there to shake our yash with our
Y'all looking
boys.
for something.
You know, we don't necessarily go there to
We are the ones that
to dab each other up all night. You know, we're there to look for something else.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe 30 minutes, maybe unless we know that like we're gonna get curved.
Yeah.
You know, like things like that. So all those things that like maybe we don't have friends and everything. Then we're like looking for people that we can attach to, be a parasite. But if we have our boys there, we're like there to be like, okay, good, you're going to be my wingman, I'm going to be your wingman. We'll go out and then come back
Right.
with something, right?
Yeah.
So
Nigga said
That-
something. Jesus, misogynistic. That one came out strong.
He
Something.
did specify the something.
It
He
It's
was
just
low-key.
something.
I just specify
that-
the
the
something. We could go
something
there and
is
get
gonna be
water. We
fine.
could go there and get drinks. It can be anything. That
Exactly.
No,
Exactly. Like
no.
the something could be
No.
vibes.
No.
This guy has a
no,
style, but I will
no.
move on.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Cozy.
All right.
Right.
So
Yeah, you
Dami,
sound good now.
so Dami, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that's realistic? Like, do you think like a woman should actually let her man go to the club with his boys?
Of course not.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. No, see, I completely agree with Bole. Like, if I'm going out to have my fun, or she's going out to have her fun,
Yeah.
like me too, I can go out and enjoy some vibes with the guys.
Period.
You know?
With the guys.
We can just go there again. We're going there to accomplish something. In my case, I would define the something as enjoyment.
Okay.
Period.
I'm not there to
Point
do
blank.
any funny nonsense because I prospectively got a girl waiting for me back home.
Let me ask you a question.
Perspective.
Isn't that something that supposedly if you do, not enjoyment in itself as well?
Sorry, repeat the question.
So what you're saying that you have a girlfriend at home, but the thing that you want to do that you don't want your girlfriend to find out about, is that not just going to be enjoyment as well?
Why would his girl not
no,
know though?
I mean, like enjoyment is the black.
Exactly. No, like
statement.
that's the thing.
That's
I don't think she
Yeah.
doesn't have
It's
to
not
know.
hiding. Like, babe, I'm
Yeah.
going to the club with my
Right.
boys. I'll see you later.
Exactly.
What I'm trying to say is that like you're trying to avoid dancing with other girls, right? That was you like, excluded that from the enjoyment aspect of what you were saying. I'm trying to say that
Right.
dancing with other girls is enjoyment. So I'm trying to call you out
Okay,
there.
all right, cool. Yes, dancing with other girls is enjoyment.
Yeah.
But in the case where there is a babe waiting for me at home, that part of the enjoyment is not in the
It's
equation.
not really the equation. Yeah.
It should not, and I quote again, it
Yeah.
should not be in the equation. It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
Period.
If you don't want to avoid issue, unless you're one of those like relationships where it's just like, if like there's some relationships where like if they dance with another person, like it's not an issue. It's not an issue. There's something
I
like
think
that.
we have
very odd.
some
to me.
people some people want to bring out that example, but it is what it is.
It is what it
is.
I mean,
Now, what do you
you
think about
don't-
that
don't
relationship?
break out.
What do you think about those?
Huh?
Would that be something you would do?
Absolutely
Me?
not.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Hell no. Oh my gosh. Nah. I'm a very jealous person.
Oh, he's a jealous boy.
Honestly, same.
Yeah.
Honestly, I try to tell myself that I'm not, but just a tiny bit. I'm just a tiny bit jealous.
Man,
like
you know how we better. You know how we better.
Like if I see another guy like making my girlfriend or wife laugh too much, I'll just be like, okay, what the fuck is that funny? Like it shouldn't be that funny. You know, if you don't even laugh that loud at my jokes. What's going on? That's just
one of them telltale signs though. Because
that laughter thing I really don't care about. If it's like my close friend, I would have that much trust that I would feel comfortable because of.
But you don't trust your woman to go to the club with her girls.
No, because I don't fucking know those girls. And I know girls are sketchy.
If you have a wife, you should know her friends. If you have a wife, you should know her friends.
And I know girls are sketchy themselves.
that is a
woman will tell you this.
A wife, you should know her friends.
To do something behind your back, I won't tell you.
Do you see who you are? You're a guy. Y'all do the same shit on steroids.
Nah. Black men don't cheat. Black men don't cheat.
And
cancel.
I would love for us to stop telling lies. That's a lie.
Jiso, have you ever cheated?
Nope.
Dami,
are you three the only black men in the world?
Wait.
Wait, huh?
We're gonna have to run this survey.
Stop it.
We're gonna have to run this
represent.
survey.
You have an apple sample
black
size.
men in the world?
Wait, what was that?
What?
Oh no, like I heard Bole say something about the only black man in the world or
Nah, I
something.
said, are y'all the only 3 black men in the world? Just because you haven't cheated doesn't mean another black man in fucking Arkansas hasn't.
I mean, like when you look at the sample size,
that's a boy.
You have a wide range of sample size.
Oh, when you're a man.
You have 3. Okay, let's just say Nigerian men don't cheat. Because
Exactly.
you have 3 Nigerian
Oh,
men.
Also a lie. Oh my gosh.
That right there is the
Oh
biggest
my
lie.
gosh. Let's not act like some of y'all know people who be having whole entire wives back home and girlfriends in America.
And
Let's not play that.
You guys
Let's
love that
not play
situation.
that.
That's fake news. Fake news. That's not that. That's
No.
colonial, man.
I would agree with
man.
Malahni, but I'll say the ladies like that situation. They need to share
As
Nigerian man.
remember,
They need
as
to
a
share
member-
Nigerian man. There's nothing else they can do. They need to share us. We're not enough for the world. What? There are 100 million Nigerian men.
Respectfully, I'm all set.
There are 100 million Nigerian men. There are 3.5 billion women in the world.
Women in the world. So
as a member of the Nigerian Man Council, I will neither confirm nor deny
But
that.
I'm giving you guys inside secrets right now.
We are not at liberty to divulge such information. Thank you.
And we as Cameroonian women are sick of y'all and your BS. Moving on.
Hey, actually, you know what? We actually love Cameroonian women. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
know y'all love us. We
I'm not
tolerate
even gonna
y'all,
hold
though.
you.
Nah, man, you guys prefer Nigerian men.
Hey.
Man.
No, like
Actually,
Over what?
this-
Over what?
Let-
legit
Cameroonian
to
man.
this day.
Over Cameroonian men? Come on now. You know you guys know the truth. You know the truth. You know the truth.
The funny thing is that Bolly has not even dated a Nigerian man in her life.
Exactly, because I know what I like and what I don't like.
No.
I don't like Nigerian
And
men.
the experiences he's had with other West African men has been else.
It's
All
fine.
right?
I'm going to East Africa.
Get with the W.
I'm going to East Africa.
Get with the W. African
The
man.
West needs a break. I need a
Hold
break
on,
from the
hold on,
West.
So are we establishing on record that Bole does not like Nigerian men? Is that
No,
what's
she's
going
too
on right
scared. She's too scared.
Scared of what?
now? No, because she
Peter,
was like
Peter,
she
do
says
you know
she
me?
knows what she likes and what she
Peter,
doesn't
do
like.
you know me?
Bole, I'm telling you, if you get with a Nigerian, Bole will start crying. The day the guy breaks her heart, she'll start crying. Next 5 years, she's not going to cope.
Which is
I'm telling
exactly
you.
why I'm
Nigerian
never
men
going to
don't
put
break
myself
hearts,
in
fam.
that position because I
But
know
Bole,
what
you
I
have,
don't like.
Bole, you have to take that risk because if you get a good one, you're solid. You're solid for your life.
I'm all set. Like I said before, respectfully, I'm all set.
Okay.
Y'all are
Okay,
not going to
so-
sell this.
Okay, so Bole, you don't do Nigerian men.
I don't what?
Yes.
You don't do Nigerian men.
I don't,
do
respectfully.
Alright,
Wow.
you know what? At this
That's
point in the episode, we'll go back to episode maybe 50, maybe 52, when she was shooting her shot at Michael Obindo. Where's he from? Where's he from?
where's he from, Bole?
Podcast.
Bole, where's that nigga from?
Where's
I
he
never
from?
shot my shot.
Oh!
I never shot my shot.
Nah, we have behind the scenes action.
this.
I'm gonna
We
need you
have
to
footage.
insert the behind the scenes
have
because
footage.
I do not recall.
Okay.
We have
Not, I
screenshots.
do not.
I don't recall.
Yo, y'all not
Wow.
gonna embarrass my sis like this.
This
so
is the
mean.
way Bole is sounding like a Nigerian politician right now.
I do not
Right?
recall.
I just wanted her to finish. I wanted her to just finish going on her rant talking about never. I'm all set. This is what we call. This is the epitome of.
Okay, let
cap.
me clarify.
Okay, clarify.
Okay.
I would
Okay, what's
have
the
fun with a Nigerian man.
Of
but
course,
I
that's
would
the
not
given.
marry one. I
Wow.
would not even allow him to get to the boyfriend
That's the trap
stage.
that every woman falls for. Because every woman thinks that's what they think.
Like that's
Who's every woman?
Until they fall, until they enter, they want to have fun, and fun turns into something serious. You're like,
no,
holy
it's
shit,
okay.
bro.
It won't get
I
serious.
think I actually like
Bro.
this guy.
Yeah.
Bro, you should
Your
have-
girl is
like,
here for a
silence.
good time, not
I
a
have
long
nothing
time.
to add to
You
this.
know, I mean, we have a reputation for a reason. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
You have many reputations, okay?
Yeah.
You have
I
many,
said-
like even Black American women who have not dated Nigerian men already have stories.
They know.
But they know. But you
They're
know what?
looking for-
You know
they're
one
looking-
thing that they know us for.
What?
You know one thing that they know us for.
Scamming?
We have
No.
money.
Because that's
Yes.
one.
You can call it scamming. You can call
So
it
scamming.
419.
So
You can call
419.
it lawyer. You can call it banker. You can call
What do
it
you mean by
engineer.
that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What do I mean? Wow. Y'all really want me to do this?
Do this.
Do it.
Like
do
I'm
it.
just saying, it's the way you open your eye and now say,
Right,
I'm
she's
just
like-
Because I'm not gonna, y'all not gonna act like you guys are the purest of pure on the continent. Okay?
Nah,
Well,
South
Because all of
Africa.
y'all is
Okay, let
questionable.
me-
you
let me-
call it
let me-
scam. You call it
That was
scam.
the
And
name.
proper term is finesse.
Finesse.
No. No. Finesse
If you fall in
is
love, now your business. Like,
But your business. Your business.
let me put it like this: no one is perfect, obviously. Like, no one is perfect. Like, no one
Yeah.
under the sun is perfect. But Nigerian men are the closest thing to perfection that you find.
You know, this is demonstrating the
Like-
boldness of Nigeria because you have two beautiful Cameroonian women here who have not said anything
Facts.
about our perfection because our perfection speaks for itself. Meanwhile, you guys
I
are
was
sitting here
gonna say.
boasting to prove to yourself that Nigeria is so much better than
No,
everybody
the thing
else.
is,
No,
I said,
but like,
no,
no.
what I said is we're not perfect.
Wow.
You guys say you're perfect.
Wow, nobody-
That's fine.
We
No, I
never
said
said
that.
that.
I'm actually being very humble right now, but I say we are
Exactly.
not perfect.
That's because I came for y'all neck.
It's the
That's the
humility
only
for
reason
me.
why.
It's the humility for me. But anyhow, right? All this, it's at the end of the day, I feel like Peter. Do you think African women love Nigeria men? Be honest. Like no jokes right now. No jokes, no
Answer that.
nothing.
You know what? Let me actually be honest.
Be honest.
We are the number one preference from north to south,
Where are the
from
statistics?
east to west.
The West.
Where are the
I mean,
statistics?
Bole, I don't need statistics.
So what you're
I don't need
saying is
statistics.
it's not a fact.
Bole, I don't need statistics.
So what you're saying is it's not a fact.
Well, I
Just
don't need
because
It's
you're
not a
bringing up-
fact.
But
Bole, just
because
wait,
you're
It's been
bringing
rolled
up-
out.
Bole, just look at the Instagram accounts.
Of
Who's
what?
Instagram?
Look at the Twitter accounts.
Of
What's
what?
Twitter?
Look at the Stans accounts
Again, of what?
of everyone. Even Aliko Dangote is a wanted man.
Ah.
He's a wanted man.
By who?
You see that pot bed, you call it
But-
sexy. One pack, wow. I'm telling you, man.
Nigga said one pack.
Anywho.
One pack.
telling
Wow.
I think
Anywho.
I don't think
This
it's
is hilarious.
are the most desirable. I think you're just the most in numbers. Period. Like
Bro, Malahni
Everywhere.
is okay. I understand. I know you're
no,
next
but
door
everywhere
neighbor.
though.
Wait,
Aside
Peter,
from
let them answer.
aside from like French speaking
Yeah.
countries,
Okay.
Nigerians are everywhere. So the likelihood of me even being able to have access to a Cameroonian in certain areas of the U.S. is like little to none. But there are Nigerians everywhere, even in the most remote areas where you would expect that there would be nobody. There's always at least one Nigerian.
And there's a reason why you know that there's that one Nigerian man there. That's the funny thing.
because
right?
he's loud.
Because in the most remote areas, is that one nigga that you still know that exists. You know he's there. You look for him and you find him. Because you know what you're looking for. You don't find it anywhere
Oh
else.
my god. This is getting to be too much.
Yeah,
because
next
this
question.
is not an episode about Nigerian men.
yeah, it's not.
True.
It's
You know,
really
this
not.
is our egos enter the chat. Our
Yeah,
egos
we
enter
just
the
have to
chat.
hype,
Yeah.
hype ourselves up so I get
No,
that's
go
all
back
real
to
quick.
episode 2, 3, whatever y'all did in the beginning.
I
Episode-
know
episode
the
7.
African Giants episode.
Episode 7.
Yeah.
I didn't even listen to the whole
Okay.
thing.
No
Okay.
facts. I
I-
ended
yeah.
20 minutes in.
Okay, all right. I guess to take it away from Nigerians, what I will say,
Yeah.
I don't think you will ever go anywhere in this life and not see an attractive Cameroonian woman. There's just no way. If
Are we really going to start hyping Cameroonian women?
No, I'm literally speaking from experience.
Okay.
To this day, I have not met an unattractive Cameroonian girl.
That's
Really?
cap. What the fuck?
That is legit a fact, bro. That is legit a fact. Like all of them are fine. At least all of the ones are still
Every
fine.
single one of them are fine.
There is something in the waters of Yaoundé. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. There is something in those waters.
You know what, Dami? I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
You're becoming a Nigerian man right now. I'm proud of you. Keep on doing
what
what
Nigerian
you're
men do.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Do what you're doing. Continue.
Continue. Hype. Tell them.
Just saying.
When Nigerian men
If you
talk.
go to Cameroon, don't be afraid to fall in love with the
You know,
Cameroonian girl.
so let's get back to the main question. Let's get back to the main
What was the question?
Let's get back to
We were talking about clubs and so we ended up with Nigerian men, right?
How do we even
Oh my
get there?
God.
See, it's
Listen,
because of you
that's just what it
people.
comes back to.
It's because of y'all.
Holy shit. But okay. Apologies for the Nigerian rant and for all that. You know, we just had to clarify some things and, you know, call out some Cameroonian people that be capping. Wink, wink, bully. I'm not mentioning your name. But it's alright.
Because you know.
I mean, I'll just. You want me to
So
keep
move on.
No, you want me to keep my
let's just
so,
it.
Keep
Move on,
quiet.
move on,
I tried
move
to
on.
keep quiet, but
All
you
right,
guys
all right,
just-
all right. Okay, so we got the answer and everything, right? We got the talking about the
Right.
club, everything. Peter is obviously a toxic guy. Dami is semi-toxic. Me, wholesome. It is what it is. So let's go back to relationships, right? Dami, I want to come with you.
Yes.
I want to start with you, right? This is another question
All
that
right.
it's just on my mind. What do you think about bachelorette parties?
What do I think about bachelor passes?
Yes,
Okay.
because obviously this woman you're about to marry, you know what the
Uh-huh.
typical bachelorette party looks like. What do you
Yes,
think about
I
it?
do. I do. Okay. If I'm being very, very honest, I'm being extremely honest.
Be honest.
I
Be
think
honest. Don't be
bachelorette
influencer.
party is a good excuse for you to do something stupid before the day you get married. I won't even lie to you. Because because I feel like all the drama that's going to happen before the wedding day just happens at the bachelorette party or Abi or the bachelor party.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just one of those things that if she wants to do, sure,
You let her
it's
do
all
it.
good.
Yeah.
Like I'm not completely against it. A part of me is not completely for it. That will be her decision to make. I would advise against the decision, but at the end of the day, it's her decision.
But okay, so yeah, basically say it's not a deal breaker, right? It's not a deal breaker.
It's not a
Not
deal
a deal
breaker.
breaker. Bole, what about you? Bachelor's party, obviously, and bachelorette. If you want to talk about it.
I'm not against them, but we can't have strippers at them.
Bole, you're being toxic.
I'm not being toxic.
You're
I'm
being
being
toxic. You're
wholesome.
being controlling.
Honestly, if you want to know what I actually would like if I were to get married to somebody, I would like to have a joint bachelor/bachelorette party.
That's cute.
Why?
That's unique.
It's exactly.
It defeats the purpose, though.
But isn't the
Yeah,
purpose
it
is so
What's
that
the
you don't
purpose?
see
What's the
them
purpose?
The day
The purpose
before?
is like
the
you're
day
meant to
before-
hang out with your people.
You can hang out with your people.
No, because
and
you're
my
about to spend
people.
the rest of your life together. So you're meant to have some separation.
You have
What-
he'll
but
have his
wait.
separation when he goes to the club with his guys because I'm not insecure like that.
Oh, boy, yeah, insecure about.
What happened to establish trust?
But yeah, what about the trust, fam? Like,
I mean, shit, the stripper can be there, but like my preference would be they cannot.
okay, so you don't mind? You're like, like
I
you
don't
can't-
mind, but
But what?
I don't need them to be there. But if they're there, okay, shit, I have my own too.
Oh, so
Right.
yeah, like if you do me, I do you. Man, don't go vex.
Man, no go vex at all.
All right, Chef Pirero.
Never.
We already know Peter's answer.
It is literally
Never.
it is a white woman's fantasy. The white man created that nonsense. My African blood no go accept that nonsense. But bachelorette party, we are going to the village. Which one is bachelorette party? All right, come on.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Like I said that,
Well,
man.
actually, let me explain myself in all my logic.
would
know
you
how-
want a bachelor's party though?
Me, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't get the hype about bachelorette parties, bachelor parties. And that day is for me and my wife. What the like?
Well,
what
this
is
is the day
celebrating with
before,
my
though.
boys?
No,
I think it's the day
It's
before.
not like Africans don't have that culture of like, oh, this is my boys. Let me go party with them. Like I'm here to marry my wife, the girl of my dreams. It's me and you, regardless of what other people are around us. You know what I mean? They're just here to celebrate us. So I don't really care about.
Okay, so what's the logic? What's the logic about not letting your wife do her thing for the last time before?
Which do her thing. She's marrying me, bro. She's not been doing things for a very long time.
Yeah.
Peter,
do
your
her thing. Now, what last
insecurity
time
is
you
coming
know,
out.
But like you're insecure for not allowing strippers inside your fucking husband.
I didn't say that I
Damn.
wasn't allowed.
I'm just
Rewind. Let's rewind
I'm
the
just
clip.
calling out
Let's
how
rewind the clip.
How hypocritical she was. 'Cause
Let's
she was like,
rewind the clip.
She was like, I'm not
Peter,
sure.
let me go back and repeat what I said, since clearly
I'll
your
repeat it.
ears
Okay,
were not
but what did you
listening
say?
to
What
what
did
I
you say?
said.
Convince I literally heard what Peter said.
I said my
Okay.
preference would be not to have them there.
You see,
but
preference.
if they end up there, at least I have a preference. You're quick to say no because
Let
your
me
insecurity.
because I say it with my chest. That's
Because
why
you're insecure,
I'm not
just-
afraid. I'm not
just
afraid
accept
to.
it.
I'm not
Peter,
afraid to say
you're
what I
insecure,
want.
accept it.
I'm not afraid to
I
say what
also
I want.
said what I want.
Nah. You say
I can have a
preference, fam.
preference,
Choose
but at the end of the
one.
day, it's
Don't
not
be
my
on
choice.
the fence.
At the
Choose
end of the day,
one.
it's not my choice.
Choose one. Choose
All
one.
right,
not
all
my
right, all right,
gatekeeper.
all right, all right.
Look,
all right.
Can I
look.
just
Let me
say-
say this. Let me say this. My wife is not in a fucking jail. I said I don't want it. If she goes ahead and does it,
That's
so
not your
be it.
wife.
But that's not my wife. Simple and short.
You've heard it.
Because of
Wife can't do anything.
If it's something that she doesn't want me to do,
Yeah.
and I go ahead and do it, she's allowed to say the same thing to me because that's disrespecting her boundaries.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the whole point. We have to respect each other's boundaries at the end of the day. You can have your preference and whatever, and when your nigga is grinding on fucking strippers and you start, looking somehow, I start vexing. You say,
I
that's
also
where the
want to
problems will
put
start.
this in right here. I think we all have a very negative connotation of what actually happens at a bachelor/bachelor party. Like,
Okay.
just because the main thing is like strippers come, your guy girl can do
I
whatever they
agree
want
with
before
you.
they're
Uh-huh.
like a bachelorette/bachelor party doesn't always have to involve these things. Like, there's
I
so
agree
many
with
other
you.
things you can do.
I agree with
I
you.
mean, we get that, right?
Well,
But we know what we're talking about.
But
though,
when we start talking about
Right, but then we
strippers,
know
that's
what
the
we're
main
talking about,
part.
though, right?
If my girl is going to the club and does dancing, I don't give a fuck. All right? It's the other things around that area that I'm like, nah.
It's
No.
just like
Because of if it's all she wants to do is dance, don't worry,
Yeah.
I can bring 50 people into the house. I trust. We can make a party. No problems.
Said a controlled
In fact, I can even rent out the
Controlled
club.
environment.
I can even rent out the club for a whole night.
Ooh.
The whole night.
Big baller.
If that's what
This is
she
Nigerian men are
wants.
talking.
For a whole night. But
Right.
my girl's personality, let me say this, cannot be clubbing. I'm sorry.
Because she goes out to the club doesn't mean that's her personality. First of all, get that straight.
Whatever you want to call it. I said that my girl's personality.
Just reword what you said.
No.
because what you
I'm
just
sticking.
said
I'm
there is a
sticking with
very
my
false
words.
statement.
I'm sticking
Because
with my
I go to the
fucking
club
word.
on Friday night does
Bole,
not mean the club
I'm
is
not
my
talking.
personality.
Bole, I'm not saying. I said my girl. I'm talking about you.
I'm breaking down your statement because
Okay.
your statement there was very invalid.
Okay, sure. You can
Damn.
call it. That's your own opinion. All right.
All right,
I'm
all
saying
right.
that my girl's personality cannot be going to the club. That is short and simple.
All right,
Let's
put a
That's
pin on
my own.
that
That is my
real
own
quick.
preference.
That didn't answer
There are
that.
some people that like that.
There you can go. I was gonna ask
All right,
you.
there's some people that like that. Me personally, no. All right, I'm not dating a girl that does that kind of thing. I'm sorry.
I think I understand
I'm not
what
saying.
you're trying
Look,
to
I'm not
say.
saying because of
It's
she's going to
just-
the club every night. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say that I just don't like because I'm a stay-at-home person. You guys know this. So how can she be going to the club every weekend and I'm here at home? It's not going to work out. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
okay.
I bet.
I was just gonna say like probably at the start of this episode just put a disclaimer: violence will be chosen. but another point that I just wanted to raise, like the whole thing with the bachelor and bachelorette party, like to me, just based off the name, like depending on what you can or will allow or what's not and what is a deal breaker, it's like again, it really is dependent on your partner because the whole thing behind the bachelor and bachelorette party is like basically for a day or a night before your wedding, they can, I guess, pretend to be single.
Fuck no.
Pretend,
Yeah.
more or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's the
But
idea,
but
yeah.
again, it depends on them what they want to do.
Now, Dami, if
with
that's
that.
your definition, if that's your definition, I 100% disagree with that. But if the definition is how to have fun and party the night before
Right.
the wedding, I'm okay with that. Party with your friends and stuff like that, right? But if the definition is act as if you're single for one more night, God forbid. Me, I must be on crack that day. I must be smoking Igbo for you to do that nonsense. I marry you the next day. I must be home. Just so you better carry me and travel. Like carry back to the village or something.
I'll go and remove the jazz. I'll go to Babalawo so that we can remove the jazz that they put on you.
I'm screaming.
All right, Malahni, what do you think?
Wow.
What's your opinion on the deal? Because I feel like you've been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not a fan of what American media portrays as a bachelor/bachelorette party.
Isn't that like an American thing though?
Yeah.
Did they do it anywhere else in the world?
No, we do. Like traditionally, we do, but it's not the same. Like the idea is totally different. Like
you
it's not.
guys do bachelor parties in Cameroon?
I'm not saying. I'm saying there's many cultures that do something
Okay,
similar,
okay.
but it's not exactly like the bachelor/bachelorette party, if that
Gotcha.
makes sense. Like
Yep.
it's a totally different vibe. Like it might be like a gathering with my side of the family, getting whatever. But I'm just saying I don't like what we see like from the movies with the strippers and all of that stuff. That makes me uncomfortable.
Isn't
It
that
makes my boy.
Isn't that the average bachelor party though?
Not for everybody. I think
I said the
that's
average. I'm not talking for everybody right now, right? But when someone says bachelor party, to me, I imagine what Dami defined, right? There's a reason we
Yes.
use that specific phrase, right? Now, if you want to say something else, sure. And some people obviously reclaim the bachelor party to do something, I guess, wholesome,
right.
whatever it might be, right? Kind of like how Bole was saying that she wants to do it with her boyfriend. Obviously, that's not a normal thing. You know, so people do reclaim it. But
Okay.
generally speaking, when they say bachelor party, we know what we're talking about.
Who's we?
Mhm.
Like, do you
When I
know?
say we, I
No.
mean
Hold on.
society.
Okay, let's because I'm sure everyone here knows married people. Who here knows somebody who's married and had a bachelor/bachelorette party? That's what we see in the movies. Anybody?
I know two actually.
Two
Yes.
out of
I heard of one.
how many like married people that you know
Like married people my age.
in general?
I mean, because obviously,
Like,
most of the married people I know
are
like,
adults.
they're like,
But I'm just
proper
saying
adults.
in general.
Like married people my age. Okay, I can think of 3 married people my age, and 2 out of those 3 did like the stripper everything bachelor party, and
Okay.
then 1 didn't, and the one that did it was Kofi, the one that was here. And
Right.
then- yeah.
Right. Okay. What about everybody else?
That man is the most wholesome husband I know.
What about
Right.
everybody else? No, seriously. I generally want to know.
Oh, why are you calling him wholesome? Can I ask you that question?
Wait, we're talking
Well,
about a question.
We're
for
just answering
we'll
just
answer
answer
your
the
okay,
question.
okay.
Answer the
Yeah.
question. So
This
out
is
of
what's
like
attacking.
out of the people that you know, who has had a bachelor/bachelorette party that has been what we understand to be like the bachelor/bachelorette party?
I personally
Like,
don't know.
do you
any.
think it's as common as?
But to be fair, we
make
don't
it?
know that many married people though.
Okay, but that's my
Yeah.
point. Like, we
I
don't
don't-
know. We don't know. We only know from what we've seen in the movies and stuff, but we
Yeah.
actually don't know. So I think for us to say that that's like the general consensus, that's what everybody is doing. We don't know everybody.
So
but that-
regardless of what other people are doing, we have a set of
Definition.
list of things that we can categorize and agree upon as what we can say is,
Bachelor party.
typically defined as, or stereotypically defined as what a bachelor or bachelorette practice is. And regardless of what is actually done in real life, we can say that, okay, what they do on TV, do you agree with that or don't agree with that?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
kind of things.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, I don't think. I mean, I know a lot of people do it, but it may not be like as common as we make it seem.
Yeah. I mean, but
Alright.
I don't think we're talking about the commonality though. We're just talking about like the idea of it, right?
Okay.
Would that be something that you would
No.
be comfortable with?
Absolutely not.
Why?
My reason is no, because like, first of all, the person that I would marry wouldn't even have an interest in that, to be honest.
That's exactly what Peter said.
No, it is. It's true though. It's true.
Yeah.
Like the person I'm supposed to marry is
Yeah.
supposed to be like a true man of God.
Mm.
And if he is really like mimicking biblical principles, and if he's really following the way I think he should be following, there's no way he would have a desire to be in the strip club, period. But especially not the
Wow.
night before we're getting married.
Preach up.
Because the night that we're getting married is not just us like saying, okay, like, look at us, we're married now. No, this is us standing before the court and standing before God and saying, this is it.
Oh no, she.
So
didn't.
if we start off our marriage that way, it's just not going to work for me personally. If God is the one directing our marriage, that's not going to work.
She has brought the house down.
You know when they say drop mic, drop your mic. Drop that
Drop your
I
mic.
don't want to
Don't drop it.
Sorry.
You just drop it
I'm
on the
such a village
first
man. I'm such a village man. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay. So Malahni, let's just say apart from the God factor, right? Would there be any other reason that you won't be comfortable with it?
Just the idea of other butt naked women like in front of my man is just no. Like, it's just weird. Like, I don't understand what is the I mean, I can't even explain why, but just no, it's ew. Like the thought makes my skin crawl. And my husband I don't even know who my husband is.
I am telling you,
yet.
it is a white man's thing.
It's
not for the Africans.
Bole, is that insecurity?
I would say yeah.
No,
No, Malahni.
Sit down.
Malahni, you know what? I actually believe Bole is right. That is an insecurity.
Think it's insecurity.
Let me finish. It's an insecurity. But that's a valid insecurity that you should have.
I don't think it's an insecurity at all. There's a such thing as boundaries. When
Yeah.
you're married, there are certain things that you
Someone
don't
is speaking
do.
my language.
When you have a fiance, there are certain things that you just do not do.
Okay.
So if you disrespect my boundaries, it says more about you than it does about me. I'm not insecure. You just disrespect my boundaries. Simple period.
Preacher.
Now, Malahni, you're a control freak, man.
It has nothing to do with control. Because if we already had several discussions pre-marriage what our boundaries are going to be,
Yep.
if you disrespect them, you messed up.
Yep.
I'm actually joking, by the way. It's, not, it's like
Hey,
I'm being
I'm hot.
facetious.
Yeah. Alright, Bole, explain why you think it's an insecurity. Let's unpack that.
I mean, I feel
I
like
was
it
gonna say
just.
that's supposed to be your girl.
No, it's not about
No,
being
it's
girl.
not
No,
about-
this,
yeah, it's
no,
not
this is
about
factual.
that.
It will be factual. We're being factual.
Yeah.
Say your truth. Say your truth.
Speak your truth.
I'm speaking my truth.
Dami, I'm going to
Shit,
come
I
and
don't
ask you
care.
too, so better prepare your answer. So,
I feel like ultimately it all comes down to trust. Like, if
I
you're
love that
going
word.
into this
does.
union with your partner, like, there should be a certain degree of trust. So, like, even if it's
Yeah.
not like a bachelor/bachelorette party, it could be the beach, it could be Afro Nation Festival. You know, it could be anywhere that these temptations come into your like life. And like you're not gonna be there all the time. Like you have to be able to trust your partner and believe that they won't do something that would come back and disrespect you.
Can I
beautiful.
add something though?
Without trust, there is no relationship in the first place.
Yes. But another aspect of trust is respecting that person as well. Like respecting that other person. And so in order for me to trust you, like you have to demonstrate that you have to be trusted by also not purposely putting yourself in situations where like I have to question
looking
your
sketchy.
intentions. Yeah.
Yep.
Like you don't want to intentionally put yourself in that situation. I could see if we're at the, like, I'm not going to say, don't go to the beach, close your eyes, her cheeks are out. Like, no. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like, you know what? I really feel like you should go to the strip club today. I would absolutely love it if you had somebody else's cheeks juggling in your face.
Now, but
And
No.
I trust that
Malahni,
Dinyash, I trust that Dinyash should be here, but you will not touch it.
Malahni, he's just going there to dance. That's what he's going there to do.
Oh, please. Nobody goes to the strip club to dance.
Now?
No, they don't.
I mean,
They go there to see people dance. That's what I can
See,
say.
they're not going into
depends on the strip club.
yeah, we're not gonna say my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shut up now.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Dami, what do you think? What do you think? Insecurity or not?
Do I think it's an insecurity?
Yeah, insecurity or not?
Nah, it's not.
Okay, why?
It's not. It's just a clearly defined boundary. If it's something you're not comfortable with and you've expressed that to your partner,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. If
Yeah.
if you've expressed that to them and they don't care about it, then that's a red flag on their part. Actually, no, not even
It's
a
not
red
even a
flag.
red. It's just a disagreement.
That's a
Yeah.
black flag.
It's a
That's
disagreement.
no, that is a proper
Right.
red flag. Because like,
But
somebody
yeah,
who
it
can
is a
disrespect
strong
one
issue. But
boundary, they
personally,
can just-
I don't think it's an insecurity. No.
Okay, Malahni, you were saying something.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was saying like I think it could be a red flag because especially early on in the dating phase, like pre-marriage and all that stuff, you're kind of like trying to create those boundaries and understand what it means to compromise for each other. But if in those early stages like we disrespecting each other's boundaries, what is that going to say about our relationship down the line, if that makes sense? Like what kind of
Okay, I see what you're saying.
what kind of tone are we setting for the future if we can't even respect each other's boundaries now?
Right.
But some people are kind of crazy with the boundaries thing. They'd be like, don't look at my phone, that's a boundary. It's like, your phone is here. I
You
just
see,
want
to
the
me,
time.
like, I'm the kind of person that I'll literally give my girlfriend my phone. Say,
Yeah.
take it.
Same.
Take
Right.
it. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, people say that that's a red flag. Like, again, it's why the fuck is she checking your personal space, bruh?
So is the girl insecure for checking your phone?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she's not insecure.
No,
She's
I'm
just setting
talking
her
about-
boundaries.
No.
She
no,
insecure.
No. I think what
She
I said it
insecure.
came out wrong.
All right, so
Hold on.
this is what I'm trying to say. Everything is fucking subjective,
Yeah.
right? Because Bole says that's insecure, right? But in the other thing, with the what's the other thing we were saying, Bole?
Boundaries.
With the other forms of boundaries, she said that that's not insecure. That's just a boundary we set.
Well,
Right?
like she said that she
just-
trusts that her partner will not do anything.
Yeah, it's just what you guys agree with. It's subjective at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's kind of like when you trust someone and they break that trust, you're allowed to be mad at that, right?
Yeah.
And then like so when I say, okay, like this is my boundary, and I trust that you're going to respect it, I should allow you to be able to live, right? I shouldn't be like, oh, I shouldn't police whether you're respecting it or not, right? But then the moment I see that you're not respecting it and I get heated, at that point it's not insecurity, it's just more of a reaction to your action.
Nah, nigga, you're
Yeah.
insecure, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying.
Fucking masculinity, you piece of shit.
So how do you now differentiate between a boundary and an insecurity? Like in
discuss.
reality.
I think it's personal.
Discuss.
I
Yeah.
think that's a personal thing. Like there's no objective line. Some people have different cultures.
But I know there's no objective line, and we're never going to find an objective line, right? When we talk about relationships, there's no one size fits all. But what are ideas that you can use to know that, okay, this I'm borderlining like on insecurity, or nah, this is a valid boundary that I have? How can you differentiate that?
if your wife has to ask you, oh, is this okay? Is this okay every time? To me, that's a red flag. That shows that you guys don't have like commonalities of understandings between each other of what your relationship should be idealistically, right? So to me, that's like a huge issue right there. When she's like, "Oh, is this okay? Is this okay? Is it okay if I go here? Is it okay if I go here?" Like, oh,
Why using that voice, fam? Like, is that how we were talking?
We really
That's
don't.
my girl
That's
voice.
so rude. That's crazy.
That's your woman voice. Yeah.
oh, which one do you want? Which one do you want? This one?
Yes, use that one
You
for
want
women.
this-
Yes. That one is more.
Shout out
That's
to
that's how your wife sounds.
Shout out to
That's
my
how your wife
Cameroonian
sounds.
sisters. Shout out to my Cameroonian sisters. We're chilling. You feel?
Oh,
Nah,
man.
honestly, I'm actually acting bad this episode. I'm so sorry.
You really on 10. Like,
I was soft in this episode. I'm sorry. I'm joking, guys. This is all jokes. Oh,
No
my
jokes. Yeah. Oh man. All right, Dami, how do you differentiate between like a boundary and an insecurity though? Because I feel like that's a valid thing. And in this day and age, I think we kind of like go back and forth with both. Because look, even when Bole gives an answer, I'm just like, that kind of sounds insecure. Well, that kind of sounds like a boundary. That kind of, but I'm just like, bro, just trying to use like my definition of what it is, right? So it's like, how do you now even decide or like? No.
Honestly, like that's a very good question. Like the way I think about it, I guess, because I don't really have a good definition of myself, but the way I would think about it is like, say, your girl or your man is checking your phone, right? If they're checking your phone, looking for something, or like looking for something incriminating, like literally looking for trouble, like. If they feel that they have to go through your phone or go through your shit just to confirm that you're not messing up, I feel like that's an insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely insecurity. But if it's like, I guess you've established that it's okay for her to like, if she just, like say your phone is literally lying around and like a notification pops up and you've established like, okay, you can look at my phone or whatever. That's fine. Like I got nothing to hide. Like sure. Or if you've established that like like I always get like random messages from people like this is how some of my homeboys be like sending stuff to me, just like weird shit. Just be like, oh, so like I would be okay. It would be nice if you didn't like just randomly go through my phone. And she's like, okay. If she agrees to it, they're like, okay. I guess that is an established boundary, more or less. If that makes sense.
All right, Malahni, what's your answer?
I think it really matters like where it comes from. Like if you you just have to ask yourself the question, why do I feel the way I feel? Do I feel like, okay, so I think a good example is like if we're walking and someone else walks past and you look at said person, that like if I ask, I have to ask myself, why did I feel a certain way about that? Do I feel a certain way about that because I don't look like said person and I wish I did? Or do I feel that way because I feel like you're looking at this person, so maybe that means that you don't find that I'm attractive, or is it something else? And it's just a matter of like unpacking your reasoning for quote unquote the boundary, or whether or not it's an insecurity. Because I feel like a lot of times for me, a boundary is something I've already thought about previously. Like it's something that we've already discussed, whereas an insecurity might be like triggered up in me in the moment. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this. We can talk about why I don't like this, and I might be a little bit insecure.
Yeah, honestly, I like that answer. And and like it's obviously a hard question to answer because it's going to look different for different people, right? Some people are just like, I mean, do whatever you want, they don't care. Some other people are like, nah, man, I'm prim and proper. I can't allow this in my house. For me, I think honestly, the onus is on the partner to know your partner. And that's why I try to keep my focus. I try to keep my focus on me, because it's like, okay, like, do I know that she's not going to like this? If I know, then why am I doing it? Like, why? That's really the question I should be asking myself. Like, why am I trying to trigger an insecurity in this woman, or whatever reaction I'm trying to get out of this woman? If she knows that she doesn't want me talking to my female friends at 1 a.m., why am I doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we've discussed it already, like, you know when you look a little bit sketchy.
So you're just doing your services as a Nigerian man. That's what you're doing.
I'm not that level.
Don't do that.
I'm not that level.
Let's just not do that.
Stay on topic.
To me, it's just more like focus on why you felt the need to make your partner react this way. Now, I'm not saying that the partners are always right. You know, sometimes your partners be bugging. You know, like just like babe, chill, fam. Like it's never like that. You know, like calm down.
Like you can't high five your female friends.
Right? It's like, oh my god! I looked at her for 2 seconds. Oh my god! Like it's like you know the annoying thing when women ask you, do you find other women attractive?
No, honestly.
What am I supposed to say?
No, that's a setup. Because
why are you setting me up?
I will tell you. I'd be like, she is fine.
Yeah.
I see that she's fine. I see that you see she's fine. She's fine.
Yes.
Like, we can agree on your celebrity crushes. Because your celebrity crushes are probably fine.
Even if she's a random girl.
Oh, yeah.
But you're the only fine girl I want to be with.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
Nah, man, when women be setting men up like that, I'm just like...
That's actually really... I don't like that. Like, I feel like that's manipulative. I feel like it's a setup. I feel like it's just set up so y'all can lose and take another L. And we need to stop doing that. Yeah. We need to stop doing that to y'all, because that's just mean.
I already have like a prepared rebuttal to that question. I'll just be like, if she asks me like, do you find any other woman attractive? I'll just be like, why are you asking me that question?
So I want to know, baby.
No, like, you just want to know? Yeah, sure, okay.
By default would be no. No.
It's a lie.
No. What do you want to hear? No? Okay, no.
No, right. Honestly, I feel like a very petty way to start an argument is just to answer honestly. Like, do you find any other women attractive? Yeah, you know that girl that we just saw? Yo, she was packed. Yo.
Bro.
That is how you cause drama 101.
That is just a bit of a dude.
Oh, man. All right, so now I want to call Peter out, right? Because Peter has already established his boundary, has established himself, right? Peter, when you get married, are you going to unfollow all your IG models?
I don't follow any fucking IG models.
Yeah?
I don't
follow all your
IG
IG babes. Those are your gym babes. You know what I'm talking about, boy?
He doesn't follow them. I thought we already clarified this. He said
is that what Peter told you?
Nah.
I thought you just checked their page,
is fucking lying to you right now.
You're lying.
Let me just... Lying. I don't follow fucking gym babes. I'm sorry, Instagram models. I don't follow Instagram models.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. It's the whole horoscope of it.
I follow gym babes who... I follow gym babes, okay, who actually are educational. Straight facts.
Wait,
two gym babes
education
so why do they have to be women? Why do they have to be women?
The two gym babes I follow...
You're educating yourself from
are educational. Okay, straight facts.
Gym for women.
Straight facts.
I don't know, man. That's a little fishy. Something fishy going on.
And I only follow two. Okay, I'm plus. Let me say this. I'm plus. Let me say this. I like their personalities. Straight facts. One of them is married. One of them is in a married, committed relationship. The other one actually likes anime and she makes anime memes and stuff. And she goes to the gym. That's how social this is.
Do you follow niggas like that? Do you follow niggas like that?
Yes.
Like gym niggas that watch anime
Yes.
and are married.
They are married. I mean, they're not married, but they are gym babes. They are gym babes. They are gym guys, and they like anime. I do follow guys like that.
How come you never send me that shit, fam?
Because I know that's what you like.
No, because you're trying to educate. Right?
That's not what you're looking for, fam. I said you what you. I said you what you
know
want.
what I'm looking for.
Just I said you what you want.
Did I ask you what I want?
Yeah, I know what you want. I you don't need to tell me.
Okay, the thing is that they'll say I'm lying, but we heard it from Peter's mouth. He's watching James Babe to get education about.
No, I'm also like, and I
whatever
also,
education Peter is
and
getting,
I also,
I'll leave that between Peter and James Babe.
wait,
It's
just,
alright.
and just let me say this. I only have 2. I've said this 2 that I Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm saying this.
We still have
2 that I
this
follow,
question.
and they are actually one of them is actually funny, and the other one is actually like calisthenics focused as well. And she does a lot of health and nutritional stuff. Okay, don't be fucking coming out
It's
here.
alright.
Whatever, I'm following mad.
whatever political speech you give
Let me say this and say this. Let me say this. But lastly, they don't show like ass and stuff like that. All right, they usually wear gym clothes just so we can. The ones that actually follow wear gym, like they're not wearing like scampy stuff. Okay,
You're
or like
talking like men
stuff
cannot
that
fetishize
revealing.
women in gym
I was
clothes,
about
but
to
it's
say there's some gym clothes that be showing hella ass.
No,
like,
but
alright. That's what I'm saying. Like you're talking like gym clothes are like Ababa or something. Like
the girls that I follow don't do that. I'm telling you, I can literally send it to Malahni right
It's
now.
alright.
The ones
It's
I follow,
alright.
they are wholesome,
they're wholesome. It's alright.
extremely wholesome.
It's alright. It's
Alright?
alright. But
I
back
don't
to
follow
the main thing.
Tatianas.
Peter, that's between you and your God, right? It's
I
alright.
don't follow Tatianas.
Peter,
Alright?
are you going
That's
to
it.
keep following these babes when you're in a relationship?
Yeah, I'll keep following that. I don't give a fuck.
You keep following them.
It's
You don't give a fuck about
what is unfollowing them for? It's nothing to me.
It's nothing
Not a
to
big
you.
deal.
All right.
So, unfollow. Oh, my girlfriend. I don't want you to be following these girls. I won't follow. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
They affect nothing in my life. Look, I'm stammering now because of that. All right.
I was gonna be like, just finish that. Anyway, all right, it's all right. So you're gonna be that. Dami, what about you? How do you feel about following certain kind of women on Instagram while you're in a committed relationship?
How do I feel about following what certain kind of
Certain
women
kind
are
of
we
women.
talking about?
Certain kind of women.
What
You know,
certain
like
kind of
Example.
are we talking about?
I think it's like, I can't really give any specific example because I can't think of one right now. But we know what we're
Just
talking
like
about.
Instagram models.
You know, like IG babes. Maybe like what's this girl
Oh.
that got this Washington nigga?
Jasmine.
Not Jasmine.
What are we talking
You know
about?
PJ Washington?
Brittany Renner.
Someone like Brittany.
Oh,
Brittany Renner.
her.
Just
Oh,
like a
so-
social
Yeah,
media
like all these like
model.
social media IG babes. You know the kind of
Oh,
shit they
okay.
post.
Well, personally, I don't. If I didn't follow them while I was single, I would not follow them while I'm in a relationship. That's just my own.
Okay.
I mean, I don't follow girls like that.
Like if they happen to be on my explore page, I will maybe scroll on it, like it, and then keep it moving.
I don't
That's
like
all.
it. Nigga, I don't like it. Like it.
I
Why you
said-
said that though? I'm only like it. Look at what the guy did his hand.
Like-
We don't even know who she is yet.
He said that's all. I just liked it. That's it.
See, listen, you just have to. You know what they call yellow and red card in football. That's what I'm doing. I didn't touch it.
I did touch it though. Don't be me. I
I
just
didn't do anything.
just
It's
for
not
that.
me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but for real though, like I don't. Yeah, no, that's definitely a no for me.
Yeah.
Like if it's just something that comes up like maybe randomly somehow, maybe through the IG algorithm for some reason, I don't know.
For some reason, you
Like
don't know
I'll
why.
just glance and keep it
Because
moving.
you
Like
like
I
the other
don't.
ones, but you know.
What?
All right. But so what about the ladies? What do you guys think about your man following like all these IG women? What do you guys think?
It doesn't affect me. Like it's not. It's. I honestly don't really have a problem as long as you're not like, you know, creeping and being weird and like commenting. I feel like that's where like we cross the line, because now you're like, you don't have to overdo it. You can follow. That's fine. Because like. It's the same as like when we're outside. If you see an attractive woman, you can look. That's okay. But you don't have to be all like, "Oh, hey, I just wanted to let you know you're beautiful." Like, you're crossing the line. No need to comment. You know,
Okay, so he can like, but he should not comment.
he should not comment. He honestly should be very sparing about the liking too, because you don't need to be liking every single
Malahni,
post.
you're a walking red flag. I'm saying.
Hey, look, I don't care. I don't care. Okay,
That's highly insecure.
okay.
You should create.
I don't care what it is. I just
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah.
I just don't like that. I just don't. I
You
honestly,
said-
there's a lot of things about it. One, it just looks funny on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to play with
So
that.
Malahni, you're judgmental now. Wow, Jesus Christ.
Just continue.
Hey, sometimes you have to put your partners in check.
Malahni,
Yeah.
anything,
ignore this guy.
Malahni, anything I'm saying, I'm just joking. By the way, don't get.
Oh, the screen didn't freeze.
I'm pulling
I just
your
was waiting
legs.
for you to finish. Are you finished?
But actually, Loki, you're judgmental. But let's move on. I'm joking.
Wow.
But no. I just don't like it because I experienced it and it wasn't for me. It wasn't IG models. It was like people that this person actually knew. It was making me very uncomfortable. I think it's different when it's detached to somebody that you don't know. Like it's just a random person. But like if it's like somebody that we know and you're literally like on every post and you're like it's too much.
Malahni, you know what? I agree with everything you just said. You know, just let you know that you are extremely judgmental. And accept.
So
and
that
accept
makes
that.
you that makes you judgmental too.
I'm judgmental. I'll say it. With my chest.
I don't know how that makes me judgmental though. I think that just
No, in terms of if we're looking outside, what other
Yeah, like
people
what
say,
other people would say, what the
we're
world
oh yeah,
judgmental.
no,
what
because like
society would say.
it's not society, it's my friends and my family, and there's I definitely think it's important to like maintain a certain because then you can give even your friends and family the wrong idea. It's the same way you don't go and tell all of your marriage business to everybody because then if he does one wrong thing, that person can have like a very sour attitude toward your relationship for the rest of your marriage, and that could be until you die, and you don't want that. So like for instance, if I tell my best friend, oh, he did X, Y, and Z, I'm mad at him today, and she's like, yeah, you right, he's bold and then tomorrow I'm okay, like I've forgiven him, and the friend is like, no, he's still bold because he didn't wash that last dish, and now she hates him like for the remainder of our relationship. That's gonna so it's just I personally would prefer like
So we see how
it's
see how
because
girls
social
are.
media is something
She's
that
just like-
that on the outside
Yeah.
looking
Yeah,
in.
I'm
I
just
would
that
prefer
example was
not.
perfect there because of you see how like women act. How will I trust my woman going to the clubs?
This
Oh,
guy.
What about you?
This guy.
I'm joking, by the way, guys. Jesus Christ.
Yo!
This is the guy that if you ask him who would he rather be, the hero or the villain, with his chest, you say he will be the villain. He doesn't care.
Right?
No, I'll be the hero. I'll be the hero, but I definitely understand the villain.
You definitely understand. You can relate.
Yeah.
You can
Anyway.
relate. All right, Bole, what about you?
I personally would not care. I think I'm also with Malahni in the sense that like if you start like commenting crazy, like that's a lot. That's excessive and it's
What
just
about just hot
unnecessary.
eye? Just hot eye.
No.
That's a lot. Like
That's a
why?
lot.
But
Just
like,
hot eye?
you're giving me red flags right now.
That's fine. I'll be the red flag. I don't give a fuck.
Really? Just hot eye?
You see Bole's energy? I like that energy. She said that she didn't give a fuck. That's where you should be, Bole.
That's how I am. What?
And that's where I will be too.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, man. So Bole, even ordinary hot eye is a no. You're like nah,
No,
man.
that's you can do the hard eyes under my post.
Period.
Wow.
So that's your boundary. Interesting.
Heard
That's my
you.
boundary.
Cause for me, I'm just kind of like,
Very
it's
good.
weird how like there are certain things that are like not insecurities are there. There are certain things that are insecurities are there. There are
Yeah.
certain things that's kind of like, well, you can.
Remember, that's Bole's definition.
Now, that's what I'm saying. To me, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to like rigmarole the whole situation. I understand it, right?
Well, I think
And that's
Yeah,
fine for
Ricky
if like even me like okay like yeah that's insecurity. Like I don't think it's bad to have insecurities. Like every man on earth like there's an
think it's bad.
insecurity you have.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't always see insecurities as negative. Like at the end of the day, you know you. So like who am I to speak on your character or what you believe is an insecurity or not?
but
Bole,
is
you know
lack of
what's so beautiful right
comfortability
now?
like
I think we're ending up on the same page as this conversation goes.
Nah, I would still let my man go to the club. I would still let my man go to the club.
Same thing
I
said
think
about
that's
the
an
club.
insecurity.
And
Okay,
yes,
but I have
and
a
you just
question,
explained
though.
that not every insecurity is bad.
I agree, yes, but it's
Cool,
still
I
an
love that.
insecurity.
Let
be
it
it good
an
or bad.
insecurity. Let it be an
okay, but
insecurity.
what
I love
about
it.
is lack of comfort and insecurity the same exact thing?
Lack of comfort.
Yes.
Lack of
If
comfort.
something just makes me uncomfortable, does that make me insecure?
I don't think so.
It
'Cause for
That's
me-
because I'm
No.
like saying some of it is just lack of comfortability.
Yeah.
Like I just would prefer if you didn't. I'm not gonna die if you do it, but I would prefer not.
I mean, then that's not a red line.
That's not a red
That's-
line.
those are
That's
two
just more like
different
it's
things,
your choice.
Yeah.
It's up to you, right? So like if he keeps doing it, it's not going to be an issue, right?
It depends.
Because for me, honestly, the way I think about the whole Instagram thing is this, right? Like, it's just more like, what would be respectful to my partner, and why am I following these people? I have to be honest with myself. I need to look within myself.
She's someone reply to all the girls he has in his closet.
I'm not doing that shit, fam. I'm speaking facts right now. What I'm saying is this, right? Like, if I'm following a gym babe, I can't lie to myself. I'm not really learning shit from this girl.
That's cap.
You could be,
Let
though.
me be
You
honest.
really could.
But I feel like-
No. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. I'm not learning how to grow my yash. If I want to learn how to grow my yash, I'll go and watch a fucking gym nigga. You get what I'm saying? If I want to learn how to get abs, I'll go and watch a gym boy. But if I want to see girls in leggings with big yash, I'll go and watch a gym girl, right?
Just so you
But
forgot
tell
those
my partner
calves.
I'm not doing shit.
You forgot those calves.
Oh, those calves, that's bitter shit. You know, the toes as well.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we just need to be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves, why exactly, like, is this thing really serving me, and what's the purpose of this thing in my life? Obviously, I'm not the one to answer that question for you.
Right.
Maybe you are. Maybe Peter is in fact actually learning something from these people. Who knows? You know, maybe, you know, all these things. Maybe Dami is following all his IG models, and he's a fashion designer, so he's trying to design clothes for them. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not in your life, but honestly, me speaking for myself, speaking for most men, we like to see things. We are visual guys. When we see things,
Red flag.
it leads to something else, which is why I'm like, yo, I try not to follow all these IG babes, because all this, it always leads to something else. It's like it starts from there, and then the next thing you find yourself doing something else. The next thing you're like, oh, in the DMs all of a sudden, something you never thought you would do in your life.
Your
life.
But I don't think that's always the situation.
I'm not saying,
like,
I'm not giving.
I
rule
follow
that
a
it
lot
always
of
happens.
guy like actors, like musicians, because I think they look good. But like if I'm in a relationship, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go and unfollow all of them.
But I also think that women and men are different.
I think women and men are different,
That's
but to me,
dangerous,
but my question is, my
words.
question is, that was
I know
my,
it is,
my question
but-
is, this is not a hard line, but what is that serving for you, right? What is that?
I don't
doing?
think everything needs to have a purpose,
Most things have to have a purpose, especially
but
in a
not
relationship.
everything has to. Like I could like.
I agree with Bola.
I guess like to understand the reasoning
Yeah,
That's what I'm
behind
saying.
it.
I'm just saying,
Chisom-
understand the reasoning behind it, right? If it's not a big deal, it's not a big
Chisom, this
deal.
is why I disagree with you. I think that's where Malahni comes into place of saying that guys and girls are different. If my girl is liking a guy because he's fine, like I have no insecurity about that. I mean, it's kind of like when your you know, mom says that, oh, so is a fine man. If that's all they're saying. There's no like intention of
That's not what I'm saying, though. That's not what I'm saying, though.
But
That's
like,
not what I'm saying. And like, I'm not even disagreeing with Bole, right? Like, I'm not saying that you should go or follow all the celebrities that you follow. Like, if you're following back Kobe Jordan, obviously, in my head, I'm not competing with that nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not like I understand that like this is just a celebrity. He's a famous guy. You know, like we understand all these things, right? Now, if I'm following, let's say someone like I'm following Rihanna, generally my woman will not be like, oh my god, you're following Rihanna. Like, why you've been tested? Like, this is Rihanna we're talking about, fam.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But if I not go and follow someone like Britney Renner, that's a different kind of vibe. You get what I'm saying? This is like a baby mama snatcher. This is a like
that's nothing.
now I'm not saying that obviously that automatically means something
I
bad
don't
on my
agree with your
end.
statement, but carry on.
You know what do you disagree with?
I like obviously like Rihanna, Brittany Renner, like I mean Rihanna shows ass too. Rihanna shows her chest too. Like what is the difference? Because Brittany Renner has
honestly,
difference-
literally that's what I'm trying to say. Like
there's really
But I
No.
think it's the lack of connection. For me, that line is the lack of connection. Like a celebrity, you're more than likely not going to meet them. You're more than likely not going to interact with them. Even if you were to DM them, they're probably not going
I mean,
to
literally
respond.
99% of people in this world they're not going to interact with. So I disagree with that
Yeah.
statement.
For me, honestly, me
Like,
personally,
Britney
I don't
Renner,
follow
you're not going
Rihanna.
to
Let me even
interact
keep it the
with
book right
Britney
now.
Renner
I don't even follow Rihanna right now. Honestly, to be honest, like there are certain kind of women that show. But I'll just try to give an example of like I just called Rihanna because she's someone famous, right? Like Michael B. Jordan is not out here posting his dick pics.
The
You know what I'm saying? Like,
real
like-
question we should be asking Chisom is that why wouldn't he allow his wear a bikini? That's the true question I would be asking.
what?
What?
Why
Why
would you allow your girl wear bikinis on that
Let's say I'm
Instagram?
not gonna let my girl wear.
Wow.
Chisom, would you allow your girl post bikini pics?
It depends on how skimpy it is.
Bikini pics.
It depends on how skimpy it is.
Oh yeah, that's actually an interesting question.
It depends. Actually, that's a good question. Would I let my girl post bikini pics? It depends on how skimpy it is.
So what's how skimpy? Give us the ranges.
But like, you already know what he's talking about.
But I want him to break it down. Maybe somebody doesn't
So break
know.
it down, break it down.
Like for me, you know those tongue-like bikinis? That is literally a line that's going into your ass, and then it's just covering your pussy. That's the only thing. Nigga, that is not. You're not posting that shit. You're not posting that shit. What the hell?
Yeah.
Or like the one that half your titties are out. Like the only thing is a star that you call that shit bikini. Come on now.
Yeah,
you know, like don't play with me. Yes, you're my wife at the end of the day.
So you mean instead of star, you mean a triangle.
It's a triangle. I don't know what it's called, bro. It's a
Those
triangle.
those small triangle ones.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so at the end of the day, there's limits to it now. Like, obviously, like there's also time for everything. So like,
So you allow your girl post like a regular bikini.
like if it's respectable. That's the
What's respect? I said regular bikini.
I cannot paint a picture for you right now, honestly.
Well,
But
a
I've told you.
tankini would be a tankini would
Like
be
a
I
regular
don't
one.
even know what that is. I don't even know what a tankini
it's
is.
basic. I mean,
It covers an approximate
top.
area of
Like
her
yeah,
bosom.
like
it looks
like a bra and a pants.
Yes, bozo.
I would
So,
say
you know-
it would
so, you
look
know
like
the regular
the
brown
equivalent of
pants?
like a sports bra.
Yeah.
And just like bathing suit. bottoms. Whereas like
Okay, let me give you an example. You know those beach volleyball babes?
Yeah.
If you wear something like that, I'm fine.
Hey, my nigga.
half their cheeks be out though.
I mean,
Yeah.
it also depends, but just general. I'm just trying to give a general idea, right? Like,
Also, some
obviously-
of them also do wear like skimpy ones as well.
That's what I'm saying, but I'm just saying I'm trying to paint a general idea. Like, obviously, if it's skippy, you know. Like, I'll see it right. I'll be like, babe, your yash is out here all over the place, baby.
Right.
Please cover
So
that shit
aren't
up.
you controlling?
I mean, I'm not controlling. It's just more like I established my
That's
boundary.
right.
If she wants to do it or not, it's up to her.
but
But like Peter
also-
said, that's not my wife.
That's
baby.
not my
Also,
wife.
I do have a question though.
So
With the
you're a
person-
walking red flag.
Wow.
Would the person that you would want to be with already be wearing stuff like that?
Nah.
Okay. So
I'm not changing anybody. That's also one thing about my
Yeah.
life. Like I'm not here to. I don't have energy. Convince you like I'm not even going to convince you to cook for me, fam.
Wow.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Right.
Like, there are basic shit in
Jesus
life
is
that I'm
already
not
said
going
that.
to do.
Jesus is already talking about. He went from bikini to cooking. Hey, true African man.
You can see what my head is at. You see what my
This
head is
guy-
at.
That's how we go with it. That's just
Chisom is actually
carry on.
Chisom just wants a slave. That's what he's looking for.
I don't know about that.
But
But Peter, would you allow your wife wear a bikini?
B,
Yeah.
it depends. Like
Yeah,
Chisom says.
toxic.
I'm a fucking red flag.
Toxic.
All right, reddest
Yeah.
flag. But actually, I'm not the red. Actually, I was voted the reddest flag. What am I
I
saying?
think
Yeah.
you're the reddest
Yeah.
flag.
Sorry to say.
I am the
You
reddest
can't.
flag. I say
own
it
that
with my
shit.
chest. I say
Yeah.
it with my fucking chest.
Yeah.
I'll be confident saying it. I'm not on the fucking fence like Chisom depends. But what I was trying to say is that
Like,
yeah,
it depends on
I
what.
will allow my girl wear a bikini as long as she's respectable.
Respectable.
Yeah.
That's the.
Yeah.
Dami, what about you? Quick.
Would I let my girl wear a bikini and post
The
on
girl should
Instagram?
ask us questions too, by the way. I feel.
Yeah.
But Dami answer.
I would say yes, because at the end of the day, many may look, but only one can touch.
Period.
Amen.
I love that mindset.
Amen.
I like
Amen.
that.
Amen.
Amen.
Many
Amen.
can look, but only one can touch. That's my only thing.
You're a strong black man right there.
Yeah.
Very
Dami, yeah,
strong.
green flag. Like all the
Thank you,
ladies
my brother.
watching right
Appreciate it.
now,
You are
They'll be
you're
very happy
literally
with
the
you right
greenest
now.
flag. You're as green
Yeah.
as Nigeria's colors.
As
Straight
in-
facts.
Oh my.
I rep my country. I rep my country.
All right.
Yeah, proper
Well, do you have
representation,
any
man.
questions for Malahni?
Can't be me, man.
You said, do I have any questions?
Like, do you have any questions that we can like break around, like around those ideas about?
Do you have any question for the boys, for the boys them, for the guys them,
For the man then.
for the man them?
Y'all put me on the spot.
Nah, take your time. We can cut the shit.
We
shit
yeah,
out.
we'll literally cut this.
So, yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting because I feel like, for the most part, like the general theme is like men imposing on women, but like, what do we impose on y'all? I can't.
Don't look.
I can't. You
You
date
can't look.
multiple women. That's one. Some women allow me to. Some women allow me to date.
You
other
can't
women.
what?
Be polygamist. In terms of like, I have multiple women that are just faithful to me and only me.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like you can sleep with multiple women, but they're only allowed to sleep with you.
Yeah, straight facts.
Toxic.
Boss moves.
Wow.
That is some American shit right there.
I beg you guys have any real questions, please.
I don't know. Like, what do? Because I can't really think of like anything
Yeah.
that we.
I don't think.
that
I
we-
think men
well,
are
I
just.
guess-
I think
yeah.
men are just
I think
agree.
generally debating that girls like, oh, like don't be talking to this girl.
Yeah,
don't be
yeah.
touching
Yeah,
them.
I feel like okay. So
Be
for me,
6 foot
I
and
think-
above.
Yeah.
I think
What?
I never said that, so I'm gonna go ahead and lower my mic.
Oh man.
That wasn't me, but I don't know. Like, I think if anything, oh, okay, we can talk about this.
Okay.
Like the boundaries of having a female or male friend, like when you're in a relationship. So for women having like a male quote unquote best friend, and for guys having a female quote unquote best friend. I guess like what does that look like, and what is too far, and how does that relationship change once you're in a committed relationship and or marriage?
I would say this. Let me start first. I would say this. If I was like, I would consider Bole a best friend. Hopefully, she considers me a best friend.
That's so nice.
I hope you can like give me back my own too, because I'm not about to.
Yeah, don't worry about that,
the
sweetheart.
type,
Don't
the
worry
type
about
of
that.
best friend that you don't give it to me back. But I would consider Bole a best friend.
Peter is demanding his best friend status.
Yes, exactly. You know what I mean? It's a two-way street. But like, if like Bola is basically like anything I do with Bola is basically I'll do the same thing with Chisel. There's no difference because of her sex. I'm not going to start grinding on Chisel because it's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to start kissing Chisel.
Well, it's very funny how your mind went straight to that.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. It's like what I won't do with my guy friend, I won't do with my girl best friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
It's the same thing. So I don't think there'll be a problem. And plus, I'm going to be seeing Bolaire.
I mean,
When
but generally,
married,
best
I'm going to
friends,
see Bolaire
best friends
every
don't
week.
like do that, though, right? I mean, actually, to be fair,
No, some people
Yeah.
have some very
best friends are
questionable
some
best
people are
friend
touchy.
relationships.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
People
Yeah.
are touchy. So I'm like, it is what it is. I mean, whatever floats your boat. But for me,
I mean, for me, I think,
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
the way I see it is once you're my girl, I'm your best friend. That just
Right.
I agree.
that just
I
what
agree.
see, right?
That's true.
So like if there's any guy that you want to talk to about something, I should be number one,
red
right?
flag.
Obviously, you can
Red
have your
flag.
other niggas that you talk to. It
That
is
is
what it is.
red
It's fine,
flag.
right? You can have your other guy friends. That's fine. But if you're going to talk about, oh, this is like my best friend, my favorite person, the person that I want to spend most of my time with, obviously it has to be me. And
Yeah.
if she had a very close guy friend, let's just say like someone like us and Bole, right? Like now we're about to go to freaking Massachusetts
Nation.
for the fashion
Oh.
show. We're about to go to Afro Nation. We're going to do about those things. I'm staying in Bole's house, right? But the moment she's in a relationship, obviously I know I have to move a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, I can't be like, oh, Bole, I pull it up to your house at fucking 1 a.m. It's like, bro, so like, that doesn't make any sense at that point. So, like, obviously, like, technically, we're still the same people. We're still as close as we are. But we just have to respect the fact that someone else is in the picture now. It just is what it is. You can't do the
Right.
exact same thing. So, I think you're allowed to have your friendship and you're allowed to do all that. For me, I don't like policing friendships. But as long as the boundary is still set and the boundary is clear. And generally, guys can also tell when the nigga is trying to move in a different way. Even when girls
Yes.
cannot tell. You know how girls think that they can tell when a girl likes a guy? We can tell when
Yeah.
the guy we might be like, this
Mm.
guy does not like you, but this guy wants to sleep with you for sure.
Oh
100%.
yeah, there's some. I know. I got
100%.
You got
But-
them
but-
standby
but,
friends.
Malahni-
They be on standby, waiting for you to
Malahni,
be
are you
single.
sure about that?
Right?
I'm positive.
Right.
Are you sure about that?
100%.
Bro.
I'm telling you
Yeah.
that, man. I mean, we play the game, so it's okay.
Yeah. Like, the thing is that we know. So, generally, obviously, it's a case by case basis, but my general
Yeah.
rule is please have your friends. Like, I actually want
Yeah.
you to have friends outside of just
Yeah.
me. I'm just going to be your best friend, obviously.
I'll say this.
Right.
I'll say this. There are lots of guy best friends who actually just want to sleep with the girl, and that's why they're
Yes,
friends.
100%.
Yeah.
I can never
Exactly.
be that person.
Do
Why
you
am I-
think it's
why do I like you and
possible?
I'm trying to
I
be
will
best
never
friends
be
with
that
you?
person.
Like, I'm out.
Do you think it's possible for
Exactly.
somebody who like they've been close friends for a long time? Let's say one liked the other, but nothing happened, and they're still close. Would that like?
I think
Make
it
you
depends on if the
uncomfortable.
person moves on, is able to move
Yeah.
on. If the
I
person
think
is
you'll be
still
able
in
to tell. You'll be able to tell.
yeah, if the person is still in that situation of just liking the person and it's not, received well, I still think it doesn't work out well.
To me,
Because
the
of the
onus
other
is on my
person-
partner.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
the onus is
I'll-
on my partner because if she knows that this nigga likes her, she shouldn't have to wait for me to have to like step in. Right? You should know
Right.
that okay, bro, you have your feelings for me. You told me it's not working. I have a guy now. step back. You know, like we need
Yeah.
some space so that you can get over your feelings.
that is
If you're still
exact-
trying to do body, like we niggas, we know the only reason we're doing that is so that if there's any opening, we know.
I was literally trying to say that, but Chisom cut me off, so that's why.
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to articulate it properly, you know,
He's
because my
just a
articulation
fucking
is on a
red flag and a
different
piece
level.
of shit. But
Wow. Okay.
Okay, hit it. All right.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, I agree with you. Some like she can have her boy best friend or her guy best friend, but the minute, the second, the millisecond I'm in the picture, I become the guy best friend. I don't care what. I don't care who said this or how. No, I'm the guy best friend now. That nigga.
I was just about to say this.
You're close to, okay, like that nigga is just that nigga that you're close to. I'm the guy best friend.
I was just about to say this. She would say that. Oh, I'm going with my best friend to the club.
Ooh. And he's a nigga.
So
she's going with her guy best friend to the club. I was saying, let's go.
We are.
That means we're going to the club. We're going to the club. That's exactly what I mean. Oh, you said her guy best friend. Oh, like, oh yeah, no, I'll go to the club with my girl. That's what we're doing. That's what that means.
But what do you really think about like guys having girl best friends though? What do you guys think?
Yeah, Mbole, go ahead.
Huh?
I was gonna say, go ahead.
I mean, I feel like it's the same thing that you guys are saying, but just flips. Like, you can have your little girl friends, your friends are girls. But the minute I step in,
it's me.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Agreed.
And it's as simple as that. If you can't respect that, then, like, it's not going to work.
Oh, for sure.
Damn.
For sure.
Exactly.
I will also add, too, that, like, once we're in a relationship, you can't be going and telling your opposite sex best friend about all of our stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because that's another thing that some men do and some women do is like they listen to all your drama and oh, that's so horrible. Oh, he sucks. Oh, I would never do that to you. And just dropping the little seeds until the plant grows. And then you're broken up and you have a new partner and your old best friend is your boyfriend.
Actually, how do you guys feel about that? Like your partner dating like a friend they were close to after you?
Nah. I don't like that shit.
You know what? Honestly, I'm the type of person to do that shit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're about to do it.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I don't
well,
care.
yeah, because the thing is, I it's not every time that like that liking is happening while you're in the relationship.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like once that door opens and the possibility is there, it's like, oh, I didn't consider this before.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But obviously, the other person will be feeling extremely bad.
Oh yeah.
For me, it just depends on the time. If you're dating 2 months after we broke up, I'm like, okay, like.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
like, come on,
That shit, girl.
I'll be like, wait,
Is the time limit 6 months?
wait
Is it
a damn
a year?
minute.
Like what are we talking?
Honestly, okay, this is obviously my insecurity, right? But I would prefer like 1 year minimum. You know, like
Nah.
when I say I'll prefer, I'm saying my ego will prefer this. Now, obviously, I'm not your life, so you can do whatever.
No, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But my ego will prefer 1 year. Like I'll be like, okay, like she didn't, they weren't doing shit. You know, like
but my advice would be to that person: do whatever you want. That person.
I mean, obviously, yeah. But what would you prefer, though, Peter? What would you prefer?
Me, my girl can do whatever they want. We're not dating.
Nigga, what would you?
But
prefer?
she can't go to the club with her girl.
No, I say we're not dating. She can go to the
okay.
She can go to
Peter, we know that anyone can do whatever they want.
She can go to the moon for all I care.
Peter, we know anyone can do whatever they want when they're single. But what
honestly, I wouldn't even know what's going on.
In that kind of situation, obviously, my feelings will hurt. But realistically speaking, I shouldn't care, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's not my life. She's allowed to live her life. You know, every second passes, we're dying. You know, there's one less second on this earth.
So
wait, so you don't believe in bro code? Is bro code the same as girl code?
Which one is
or is
bro
it
code?
different for y'all? So like you can't, like, it's weird to date like if my ex were to date one of my girls, like that's breaking girl code because you're dating my ex.
I thought it was the ex friend that they started dating, so it has nothing to do with you. So like, let's say,
I see what
and
you're
they started
saying.
dating one of my friends.
you might be
new.
That's two different situations.
I mean,
so
you
like,
might be friends with the ex too. Who knows?
Because there's one way that this can go, right?
Yeah.
So let's just draw the picture so it makes sense. So let's say I am friends with said dude. Said dude is in relationship. I am friends with said dude's girlfriend. We're all in a nice little friendship group. They break up, right? And then let's say, okay, if they break up and then I stop being friends with the girl.
You stop being friends with her?
I stop being friends with the girl and I date the guy. That's one situation. Another situation is I'm still quote unquote friends with the girl, then I go and date the guy. That's two totally different situations in my opinion.
I agree.
I mean, stop
That sounds like
dating
a
though.
sort
Like,
of
so it's kind of like,
difference.
okay, so pretty much you are actually friends with the guy, but because he was dating that girl is the only reason you guys were friends in the first situation.
No,
because you said that you stopped being friends with the girl
if you stop
to
being
date
friends,
the guy.
No, not to date the guy. If you just so happen to stop being friends with the girl.
Oh, and it has nothing to do with their breakup.
Because in my eyes, like if I'm friends with the girl, I'm not even gonna consider dating said dude because that's my girl. Like we're cool. Da 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 da. But
Girl
if
code.
they break
Girl
up,
code, yeah.
and I'm also not friends with girl, then I don't hold any loyalty to her. But some people like it depends. I personally still should.
I would say this: if we're friends and I see you date, like if Jason started dating, like one of my exes, I'll be vexed at the guy. I'll be like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, because that's bro code. That's breaking bro
yeah,
code.
yeah.
That's
girl
breaking
code as
bro
well.
code. Because I'm close with Chiso.
Yeah.
If I wasn't close to the other person, I was just a friend that I knew of but wasn't friends with, I wouldn't really care at that point.
I agree.
I don't think that's bro code or girl code. Or whatever. But if it's like, like, let's say, and they started dating some of your close friends. You just like, yo.
I be feeling the type. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
What you doing, bro?
Man's moving mad.
Exactly.
You are moving mad.
I think that's just the summation of what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, but I don't think you guys answer what would your heart prefer though, right? Because we said the whole thing about like, okay, we broke
What
it
is
down.
technically?
But what would your heart prefer, right? In that situation, like I
In
said,
the
my
same
ego.
situation that we just explained,
Yeah, my ego would prefer 1 year. Like
I wouldn't want them to even date at all.
Wait,
What are you talking about?
is your situation saying that I'm
No,
friends with the
not
girl?
with the friend, but like someone you knew. Like let's just say like you're dating someone and you knew he had a friend, right? And then you
I
guys
wouldn't
broke
care.
up. No, you guys broke up. How long would you like for that breakup to
Oh,
marinate?
basically asking like, what's the
what's the time limit? What's the time limit?
What's the
What's
grace
the
period?
time limit? What's the
Just
grace
say,
period?
Yeah.
6
Oh yeah,
months
no,
to a
I'm
year.
same too.
But
About a
I
year.
probably wouldn't
Yeah,
know
I say a
they're
year is
blocked.
valid.
Wow.
Yeah, years, dude.
I'll say the next
I won't
day.
be paying attention.
Damn.
But I would say 6 months
Peter
to
is
a year.
capping, bro.
Peter's
But it's
a
alright.
whore.
Peter will be
You're
fucking
a
crying
whore.
in the fucking room watching anime. Like,
She tell you, hello.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably because of at the end I'll get over the heartbreak and I'll move on.
In a day?
Not
In a day.
Not in a day. But I'll say this. She can do whatever.
Say we lied.
She can do whatever she can do whatever what the hell she wants. I'm not in
Yeah.
control of her. That's my
Yeah,
whole point.
no,
Like when you're out of my life, you're out of my life.
but bro, we've said that multiple times. But what would you prefer though? Like we understand once you're single, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, right?
It
Everyone
depends
does
I
on
don't
that.
have
It
a
depends on
preference
the
on that stuff. I don't
relationship
even think about
Or you
it.
don't think about it.
I really don't think about it.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I
like-
think it depends on like how serious the relationship was.
Probably because
if
I haven't
it
been in a
was,
serious
like,
relationship.
I was
that's
about
why
to say,
I'm
you don't
saying
date. Yeah.
that was quite questionable.
That was quite questionable, right?
this. Yeah, it was, and I agree with you. That's why I took it back.
All right. Let's wrap this shit up a bit because I think we brought violence, we brought education, we brought cap.
We brought
Which
the man.
education?
Bro,
Which
everything.
education? Which
Oh.
No,
education
when I
did
say
you bring?
education, I'm talking about Peter's gym babes are educating him. That's the only education. That's the only education I'm talking
I only
about.
have two. Okay, I only
That's
have two.
fine. You get 2 professors. It's all right. It is what it is, right? So we have the heat, we have the education, we have the cap. Everything.
I
all
don't
is
understand
done.
why I can't follow a woman, a gym baby.
I didn't say you can't, too. Like, no one told you you can't. Do your thing,
I
bro.
don't understand how that's
Do your
wrong.
thing, bro. Peter, do your thing. It's all right.
Yo,
Just be
man.
secure in your choice, man.
So you're acting some reddish flag right now.
Oh my god, this
Oh man, but anyhow, Sean, like yo, all in all, I bet guys just use your brain in general, right? Use your brain.
No,
I'm not the one that'll
honestly.
tell you how your relationship
No,
will
like
work.
he's saying it as joke, but it's real. Common sense is real.
It's
Like-
not just
like-
your brain, your heart too.
Just like common sense, right? Like a lot. No, sometimes your heart can be capping.
Yeah,
That's
but,
true.
No, like sometimes your heart can be capping.
Nah, but
That's
sometimes
true.
your mind be playing games too.
That's what I'm
True.
saying. Like,
To me, I think
but
it's your
that's a
heart that
combination of
plays
your heart
games with
and
you.
mind.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's your
Yeah.
heart that plays games with you. Your brain knows the truth. Your brain
Yeah.
knows it deep down. It's like
This girl isn't good for you, bro. She's
not-
playing
your
with you,
brain
bro.
knows.
She's
You
playing
know.
with you. Don't fucking. She doesn't love you, bro.
your heart wants
She's just tempting you.
yeah.
Using you like she's on like your fingers. Like, bro, stop.
What?
It's like,
First
now
of all,
you're-
women don't
now you're
talk like
upset.
Like, what
What
character
in
is
the
this?
We don't
world?
talk like that.
Yo, I'm doing my own character. That's my own character.
That's his character.
Yo.
We'll call that.
It's
We'll call
like-
her.
Stop.
I'm just like, is
We'll
this
call that
man trying
character
to
Becky. Should we call that
Yeah,
Becky?
what is going on?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, but Becky, I just use your brain. You know, like communicate with your partners at the end of the day. We won't help you.
Also use your heart too. I'll say that too as well.
Yeah.
because I feel like I
Importantly.
don't know. For me, I don't know if use your brain is a good thing to say because people who overthink and quote unquote use their brain end up making the wrong decision after overthinking.
Fuck.
So that's why I try not to lean toward like use your brain because if your brain runs at 50
So
miles
what do you lean
a
on?
minute, my intuition, and
Your
the Holy
instinct.
Spirit, hallelujah, and
Mm.
also
Yeah.
just talking, like communication. I feel like communication and
I think
listening
communication is a big thing.
is like
Yeah, most
70%.
Like
of
when I tell
everything.
my, possible girlfriend that like, going to the club is a problem, Gail. And she says, I want to get to the
Nigga
club.
say
I was like,
Gail.
I want to
You're
get
not
to-
my girlfriend anymore.
I want to get to the girl. I was like, all right, do you, babes? I'm out.
That pays. You know that meme. You do not have to worry about me. You do not. You do not have to worry.
I'm thinking about the meme where the guy has the peace sign
Oh,
and
and
then he
then
disappears.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was trying to.
Oh man, yo. But to me, that's part of using your brain, right? Because maybe like the girl might be fine.
Because of Chisom,
She may have
I
a
know
big
that
nash.
Chisom, if I use my heart, because I like the girl.
Yeah.
And the girl is going to the club, and I'm in my fucking room, in my bed alone. Hey, my heart.
Come home now.
Shake
Krakata.
it. You think me? I want to be going to like hospital for heart attack every week? No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. I'm good. if other guys could deal with that, that's fine. I have a symptom of getting heart attack if I go to the cops. I don't want to deal with that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, energy. All right, guys. But at the end of the day, now you will go decide how your relationship will go. So it's up to you. You know,
Live
black
your
man
life.
don't cheat. I'll say this: like, do yourself a favor. All the ladies out there, date a Nigerian man.
don't do it.
From
Experience.
No, honestly, do it. No, really, do
No,
it.
honestly, I would say date
really,
who
do
you want to
it.
date, but
You know,
don't
we should
try
have
to
a
seek
vote.
Nigerian men because you will.
We just have a vote on it. Let's vote on it.
We should have a
vote?
poll. We should do a poll, right? On this
Yeah,
we should do a poll.
No. I'm talking about like online.
On
Like
Instagram or something,
and
maybe on
stuff like
Twitter.
So should the poll say should you date a Nigerian man?
that. Would you date a Nigerian man?
Yeah.
I don't think it's about would you. It's should because would and should are two different things.
No, but should would be a strong word. You know, it's kind of like you.
Should is necessary.
No, but it's not saying
You
you,
know
should
what,
only
we'll do
date a
both.
Nigerian man.
I would do some things that I should not do. I would do a lot of
That's
things
facts.
that I should not do.
Because Lord knows I have.
You know, Malahni will do both. If that
Maybe
makes
we'll do,
sense.
but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll think
Should
about
and
it.
would.
We'll think about it. All right, guys. But
You know what? Just do all three.
Should, would,
Could
and
you
could.
date a Nigerian man? Would you date a Nigerian man? Should you date a Nigerian man?
When would you
Yeah.
date your Nigerian prince?
Hey.
We'll just copy it up there. All right.
That's last.
All right. All right, guys. So on that note, what is your journal entry? We can start with
Oof.
King Dami.
I like that title, bro. My journal entry: lead with your heart, but be guided by your mind.
Bars.
That's what I'm saying.
Bars. I like that.
In all aspects, lead with your heart, but be guided by your mind.
Man. All right.
You can be emotional, but you can also rein it in with what is here.
Yeah. I like that. All right, Malahni, what about you?
Child, this was a lot. This episode.
This episode was a lot.
was a lot.
Like I feel
But-
like people that listen to this, they'll just be like, "What the hell did I just listen to?"
Like, what was the focus? What was the
Listen,
common
the
theme?
focus was vibes.
Vibes. I know they were just vibes.
Focus was
For
vibes.
free. free vibes.
Exactly.
Can you imagine? Some people pay $50, $100, $150 for vibes.
Yeah. You get
Free vibes. You're
Come on
welcome.
now.
You're all welcome.
Thank you.
Exactly.
But I would say that the takeaway is it is very important to communicate and decide on your boundaries because I think it saves a lot of headache in the future.
Energy. All right. For me, I would say focus on the key indicators and don't try to change anyone, right? Like if a woman is out here saying like this is how she wants to live her life, don't expect her to change when you're in a relationship. So for you, just kind of like decide like Peter has done. You know, like for me, decide what you're comfortable with so that you can roll your boat to, you know, like to happily ever after. But yeah, don't enter headache when you're not in the mood for that, when you don't have paracetamol.
Right.
Panadol.
No, Panadol, right? Or Advil for the Americans.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing I'll just add to what Jesus said: know what you're comfortable with, know what you're uncomfortable with, and know what you're willing to compromise.
Thank you. Thank you for using proper English to explain my shit. Appreciate it.
Of course, my brother. I'm here for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, Peter. What about you?
I'll say this. At the end of this day, we've had what, possibly 12 billion people on this world live on this earth. There's no one right answer in this life. You can just do what's best for you. Regardless of the advice we've given you throughout the whole Afro Drama episode, you know, we've given you advice on college, we've given you advice on relationships, we've given you advice on like financially. Just do what you want to do in life, and go with it. You'll be judged, you'll be crucified, but live your life. At the end of the day, you only have one life to live.
Yeah.
You don't have to. So keep on doing what you want to do.
Yeah, Peter trying to sound wholesome. You really
Beauty of this entire episode versus that journey. Totally.
I'm just like,
yin yang.
180.
Is the
girls and
duality of
boys.
Peter Lego.
You never know what you get. You might get volcano or get iceberg. All right, Bole, take it away.
All right, my journal entry is, baby, your girl's gonna be at the club, 11 p.m. I'm gonna be shaking ass with my girls, but pick me up at 2 a.m. Be outside in the car.
Jesus Christ. Hey.
Put Sari here. Put Sari.
Just put that Jesus Christ right there at the end.
Mayday. Wahala day.
Oh, 2 a.m. Your nigga.
Nah, he could be outside at 1:50. So I can walk out.
Shit, he don't even gotta go back home. Once he drops me off, he can stay in the parking lot and wait.
God forbid.
I say, Bole, do what makes you happy. There's a man out there that will do that fucking shit. It's not a Nigerian man though. But it's a
That's
man
fine
out
because
there.
I don't want y'all regardless. That's fine. I don't want y'all regardless. I'm all set.
But you say that now.
I'm very sad.
Oh man.
No, listen. Like I'm very convinced that
I don't
you
know
said
why
that
y'all
now.
trying to sell this Nigerian man on me. I don't
No,
want
it's
one.
not. No. Listen. It's not even
What
about
is that?
selling it. Probably what's gonna happen is that she's gonna go to Puerto Rico and meet a Nigerian man and not know he's Nigerian and fall in
No,
love.
the first
That's
question
what's
I'm
happening.
asking is, what are you? I'm Cameroonian. Like, we'll get to
Now
chatting.
what are
I'll
you?
figure out right from the jump what the deal is. And if it's not, on to the next.
You know we Nigerians we can adapt.
This
If we want to be America today, we'll be America today. If we want to be Jamaica today, we'll be Jamaica today.
No, the guy is from Anambra. You say, oh, where's that? It's so in Africa.
Man, no. You guys-
Next caller.
He will give you the country. You give his village name.
Imo State.
You know.
So, but I all know the 52 states of Nigeria, because if he gives you a state, you would know.
I would, unfortunately.
Think I just say 52 states. Like, bro, we have 36, fam. Don't be adding jars to our states. Right?
What?
No, you said 52 states, right?
No, I didn't say 52. I said
Oh, okay, I thought I heard 52. I thought I heard 52 states.
I was gonna be embarrassed on your
I was like,
behalf.
why you dashing on states, fam?
So that's how many African countries there are, not states.
Isn't it like 54?
Yeah, it's
It's
definitely
54.
more than
54,
54 now.
52.
No,
54.
it's not 52.
Whatever it is.
All right, yeah.
It's 54.
All this one extra. This way, if you are still here, we love you. Appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. You're a real
Right.
one. You guys know you
If
enjoy
you
the
if you
vibe.
are not listening or subscribing to the Afro Journal, what are you doing with your life? Honestly, ask yourself that question. What are you doing? What are you
You're
doing?
missing the vibes.
Right?
You are
You're
missing
the vibes.
everything you need.
Like your husband will say that's a red flag, but you don't even listen to that.
Right there.
No, honestly, like
Honestly.
come on.
Like if you're instead of following G-Base for education, follow Afro Journal for some proper shit. You know what I'm saying?
Follow Afro Journal for free vibes.
Okay. I see what you did there. Okay. You're funny. That's very funny. Oh my god. You can crack jokes now. You're a comedian. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, very cool.
Yo,
But
you
yeah.
that sounds so hurt right now.
You know, it's all love. It's all love. It's all love out here. It's all love out here.
bro. It's all love.
It's all love. But guys, you know, it's your toasted caramel, your vintage chocolate, you know, your wholesome vibes, your cool vibes, the one that will let you be free, make your choice.
To an
So,
extent.
AGK, man, Jerry,
To understand.
Jeremiah, Okafor.
And it is your extra luggage, your good vibes. You know, your married counselor if you need one.
No.
If I'm your married counselor, red flag.
Big red flag.
You that book.
I'm glad you
so
know.
Don't get that one. Oh my God.
I like
I
to
said, leave that
Women are not bitches.
Oh my gosh. It is your boy, Peter Kichiki Yotumi's Aliego Jr. I'm done for this episode. I'm not talking anymore.
You should have been done.
And it's your
Oh
greenest
my
flag.
The woman who will allow her man to go out with his boys.
Mhm.
Your glazed chocolate donut. Bole tasty benekame.
That's all.
All right, Malahni, take it away.
Yes, it is. It's your favorite African. You feel me? Malahni, aka your Cameroonian princess. Every time.
So that's what's up.
Love that.
And then it is your
Madness Maestro.
again king of vibes, your master of madness. Sorry, maestro of madness.
Maestro of madness.
Your chief executive officer of enjoyment. I'm man Dami Lawal, aka Dami for the girl them signing off.
Hey!
Period.
Love that.
Yeah!
We out,
We out.
guys.